Okay, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. How's everybody doing today? Um, Phil here live on the stream. Another full day of streaming ahead for you guys. And my apologies for the late start. I did not want to do a late start today. I had everything in line, ready to go. And I come into my office, and here's the story, so you guys know what's going on. So, the way that my process works for making gameplay videos is that during the day I stream and record. All those recordings are recorded directly to my slave drive on my desktop PC here. Alright, and they just basically sit there, and if I need to edit them for anything or do anything with them within the first, couple of months that I have them, that's where they stay. Then when my slave drive starts to get full, I basically back up those video files onto external hard drives. All right. Now, some people have questioned, why does Phil keep all his videos stored? I don't understand. He just uploads everything to YouTube and it's there. So why does he store his videos? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you may not realize this, but if YouTube were ever to go out of business, or if YouTube were to say, for whatever reason, ban DSPGaming, right? Or ban or block any of my channels or whatever, which honestly, legitimately, should it ever happen? No. But we've seen the incredible amounts of abuse that people have levied towards myself and my YouTube channels over the 10 years that I've uploaded videos to YouTube. We've seen false copyright strikes. We've seen all kinds of gross, negligent misuses of the system. All right. And so, I realize that it's not full-time. It's not full-time, excuse me. It's not foolproof. It's certainly not protected from people, using ways, underhanded means to try to hurt me and destroy my channel. All right. So that being said, I keep physical backups of all of my gameplay videos on purpose, just in case, something happens someday with YouTube, right? What happens if one day YouTube just ceases to exist, or, something happens and my videos, my channel gets banned or whatever, right? And, let's face it, there's been so many classic playthroughs that people really enjoy watching and rewatching over the years, and so I wouldn't want to lose any of that, okay? So that being said, I have all of the copies of all of my videos, okay? And let's see, obviously in the future how things go, but I do it on purpose. Hey, there's even rumors that coming up, Amazon may be doing their own video on-demand service, right? In which case, hint, hint, maybe it's time to migrate my stuff over, you know what I mean? But anyway, the other thing is, keeping the videos as a backup, all right, allows me at the end of the year when I do things like my Game of the Year awards to easily create and edit those videos. Now, keep in mind, if I had not kept backups of these video files, I would have to go and basically manually download my own videos off of YouTube. As ludicrous as that sounds, yes, I would have to use a third-party program to manually rip my own videos off of YouTube in order to then have those files locally to edit into, like, the year-end series and stuff like that. Okay? So that being said, it definitely makes sense for me to back up all my video files for multiple reasons. So, over the years, I have used various different kinds of external hard drives because, external hard drive technology in the last 10 years has changed dramatically. At first, I had a Western Digital My Book. Then I got other Western Digital external hard drives that were very large. They used to be these big square units that were very, very large, and you plug them in. They were loud when they were storing data. I probably got about 8 to 10 of those, which lasted probably, I think, from the years of probably 2008 through 2011, something like that, maybe even 2012. All right. Then I started switching over to smaller Western Digital hard drives, which were more, basically when they refined external hard drive technology and they made it where these hard drives could be way, way smaller. I started switching over to those. So those could fit in your pocket. They're so small. And no lie, I'm staring at them right now. I've got about 8 or 9 of them of Western Digital pocket-sized hard drives right in front of me here. And those lasted probably, I'd say, from 2013 all the way through early 2017. All right. Now, in addition to all of that, okay, last year I needed more external hard drives. So I went on Amazon, and for whatever reason, Seagate, who I've never used before, never owned a Seagate hard drive before, was really cheap. It was like way cheaper than Western Digital for whatever reason. So I ended up buying two terabyte external Seagate hard drives. Again, pocket sized, similar to the Western Digital. And I had no problem with those. They worked fine. And, no issues. So then, finally, those were filled, and I needed a new one earlier this year, and I ordered a 4 terabyte Seagate external pocket hard drive, USB 3.0, and I'd already put some files on it, no issue, okay? That was, I think, about a month ago. I put some backup files on there. So it just so happens last night after I finished recording Yakuza 6, I'm looking, and it's like, man, okay, my slave drive is full again. Time to unload this thing, right? Let me unload a good terabyte of data off of this slave drive onto the external hard drive. So I go ahead to do it, and it's working fine. And it says it's going to take like 2-3 hours. 2-3 hours for this to happen. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just let it go overnight, let it back up all these files. And this included the playthroughs of Far Cry 5, Ni no Kuni 2, a ridiculous amount of PUBG gameplay that I've done since last year, amongst a few other things. All right, the ongoing playthroughs I'm doing now, like God of War or Bloodborne, no. But some of the playthroughs that I've completed recently were included in the video files that I was backing up. All right. So I walk into the office. I'm getting all the equipment up and running. My console's on, my laptop's on, everything's good. And I'm about to turn on the stream, and I look, and I saw an error window. What is this? Uh-oh. And it says, could not complete the action that you requested. Huh? I start looking. Guess what? This external hard drive, the Seagate hard drive, isn't even showing up on my PC anymore. Even though it's still plugged in and it was working overnight, it's vanished. So I worked with Stream Chat here for about 15 minutes to try to figure this out. Basically, it shows up in the disk management application through Windows, but it shows having no data on it whatsoever, and it's non-accessible. When I plug it into both my desktop and my laptop, it does not pop up as being accessible. This thing crapped the bed. All right. So it sucks. I mean, the good news here, all right, the good news is I didn't really lose too much. I lost Far Cry 5, and I lost Ni no Kuni 2, and a few other odds and ends. But I didn't lose anything that's, like, critical. You know what I mean? Like, thank God I didn't lose God of War or something like that. Everything going on right now is pretty much fine. But for me, the main concern now is, guess what? I just dropped $100 or so on this 4 terabyte hard drive back in February. Now I'm shot. I have no external hard drive. Now I'm going to have to go on Amazon again and buy another external hard drive. Now, there's no chance in hell I'm buying another Seagate. In fact, it's funny because I've been talking about this in Stream Chat, and I've had a bunch of people, like 3-4 people already have said Seagate's crap. They have like a ridiculously high failure rate of like 20 or more %. And, people telling horror stories about Seagate hard drives that have died for them in the past couple of years. So more than likely, I'm going to get another Western Digital. I already looked it up. A 4 terabyte Western Digital hard drive is $99. The only other one they have is a 2 terabyte, but that one's already like $69. So why not just pay the $30 more to get the double storage? But it just sucks. It's another $100, right? That I'm trying to save up. I'm trying to pay taxes. I'm trying to pay bills. It's another goddamn $100 I got to sink into equipment failure that I did not, expect to have to spend. Especially because I just fucking bought it. That really does piss me off, man. It pisses me off that this happens all the time with equipment and shit when you do stuff like this, all right? When you have this for a business, like I said, also back in February, my monitor died, which I wasn't planning on having, but the monitor wouldn't even turn on properly. It would turn on and be dark as fuck, and I couldn't see anything, and half the time it wouldn't even turn on, so I had to get a new monitor, and this kind of thing pops up all the time, all right? So it sucks. It is what it is. All right, I kind of shrug, and like this, it blows. But I just want to explain. That's why I'm late for stream today. I had all this rigmarole trying to figure out what's going on with this freaking hard drive. All right, but the good news is, it didn't affect the stream. It's not like it affects anything we're doing here. Business as usual, just a little bit on the later side. All right, so apologies for being late. All right, so let's talk, guys. God of War continues on today. Yes, the playthrough has been really great so far. And again, I want to say special thanks to everyone who, number one, is watching here on stream. Obviously, you guys are live, but those who are also watching on demand on YouTube, the views continue to be great on YouTube. All right. So my initial concern that after a few days I was going to see the views taper off huge has not happened yet. All right. So hopefully, knock on wood, things keep going the way they're going. Things keep going good. People who are watching on YouTube continue to watch the way that they are. And if that's the case, then I'll just continue to play God of War all week like I had planned. Also, yesterday's God of War stream went really well. Was attendance sky high? No. But the people that were here were really enjoying the stream and were contributing. And it turned out to be a pretty good stream. All right. So if we can keep it on both fronts going like that, things will go fine. Things will go swimmingly. And I'll keep playing God of War this week. Now, if things slow down and if we get streams where, you know, not a lot of good attendance and not a lot of participation, and we get YouTube views slowing down by, say, midweek, then I'm probably going to have to mix it up, and by the end of the week, maybe switch it up and go back to Bloodborne. I don't know. We'll see. But the bottom line is, as I've explained to you guys earlier this week, even though this is my hobby and I love doing it, I also have to do things that are going to keep the business going. I can't have, you know, days where I'm basically got nothing going on, and I can't pay bills, you know? So I've got to make the right business decision. The bottom line is, when I was playing Bloodborne, I had ridiculous amounts of people on stream. People were going crazy, you know, with contributions during the streams because they really liked seeing me conquer a tough game, all right? Not to say that God of War isn't tough. In fact, yesterday, if you guys were watching, there were two segments. There was a segment where I was freeing a second dragon, and there was some really tough enemies I had to face right before the dragon. And then there was a Valkyrie boss fight, an optional challenge boss similar to, say, Dark Souls. And it was a lot of fun. Even though I died a ton, I beat her. I persevered and beat her. So there was some really challenging stuff on yesterday's stream that, you know, led to a real, you know, entertaining stuff in regards to the ongoing playthrough. All right. So that being said, guys, so far so good, and I've really been enjoying God of War, but we haven't had a lot of stream viewership. Pretty much the reason being, so many of my viewers are playing the game themselves this week and don't want to be spoiled. But per a Twitter poll that I did the other day, it actually revealed that only about 20% of my fans are watching the playthrough on Twitch. About 40% are currently watching it on YouTube, which explains why the views on YouTube have been so great. And about 40% are saying they're still playing the game, but once they finally get further or they wrap up their playthrough, then they're going to check out my playthrough on YouTube. So we still got a lot of people who are going to be jumping on and watching the videos later on, all right? So that's a good thing, all right? That's a good thing. But, again, I need to find the perfect balance between video views on YouTube and also putting out entertaining streams that people are showing up to and contributing to. So it's a tricky balance. It really is. It's very tricky to figure this out. All right. We'll see what happens. But as for today, here is what we're going with. More God of War on this first stream. We'll see how it goes. In fact, we're starting out with side content today, guys, because I did most of the main story up to now, and actually someone told me if I go to the next story mission, I'll be locked into it for several hours to the point where I won't be able to go back and do side content. So they even said, I'm warning you now, if you like the side content, go do it now, or else you're not going to be able to do it for quite a while. So I will be going around doing side content for the start of today's stream. I don't know how much there's going to be to hold up. If there's not super amount, then we will go and continue on with the story. All right. So there you go. So that's today, 4+ hours of God of War content. All right. And then tonight, yes, more Yakuza 6. Okay. Tomorrow is up in the air. Tomorrow's streams will be directly influenced by how things go today. If things go well today, and like I said, YouTube views stay up, and the stream goes well today, then I'll do God of War again tomorrow. We'll keep it going. We'll keep the playthrough moving, which I want to do. I love this game. I want to keep playing it. But if things slow down to a crawl today for whatever reason, and I need to mix it up, then tomorrow I'll bring back Bloodborne for a day. Okay? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thursday, guys, is going to be Ask the King. It is my Q&A show, which I do every other month. I need you guys to post up your questions over on the kingofhate.com forums. All right? Please head to the website, thekingofhate.com. Post up your questions for Ask the King. More questions that I get for this show, the better it is. All right? And last I checked, I only had like 20 questions. I need like 40 to 50 or more to make it a great show. So please head over. Any burning questions you had in the past couple of months, please post them up. All right. Sound good? All right. And then Thursday night will be God of War. And then again, Friday streams will be determined by how things go this week. Will it be God of War and Yakuza 6? Will I maybe squeeze in a PUBG stream there for variety's sake? Or will it be Bloodborne? I don't know. It's going to be directly determined by how things go this week with the God of War streams and the God of War videos. All right? And then Saturday's my day off. But Sunday I'll be back with Ultra Street Fighter 2. Yes, Fighting Game Sunday resumes. I know we had a week off there for the launch of God of War, but I will be resuming my Ultra Street Fighter 2 gameplay this coming Sunday, all right? So I certainly hope to see all of you there for that, because I love doing fighting games. I'm really good at Ultra Street Fighter 2, as you guys know, and they've been some really fun stuff going on, all right? All righty. Now, you may have heard my air conditioner going on and off here today during the stream already, guys. It's a necessary evil. Right now in Washington State, it's in the 70s. Outside, which means in my office it's already upwards into the 80s, if not a little hotter, and the sun's coming out and starting to hit my front office wall, so the air conditioner needs to be on. You're going to hear it going on and off during the course of the streams today. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, you're probably going to hear this going on and off for a while, at least for the rest of this week. It's supposed to be hot here in Washington, then it's supposed to cool down, so we'll see how it goes, but apologies, it just has to happen. All right? Okay, what else is going on? Not too much, and I don't want to be super long here on the pre-stream because I'm already late. So, folks, let's jump into plugs, and then after plugs, we'll do shout-outs, and then we'll get started with gameplay. Sound good? All right, so, folks, right now, thank you for your views. Thank you for all of the attention on the God of War playthrough, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Like I said, things have been going good. I hope I can keep that up, all right? I really do. That being said, outside of just viewing the videos and streams, there are many other ways that you can help me and support me to keep doing this full-time as a job and keep the free daily gaming streams and videos on YouTube rolling, all right? In particular, right now, I'm going to have to buy another external hard drive, which really sucks. So any support you guys could lend is very much appreciated. So let's talk. First of all, there is my Patreon at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. This is a monthly pledge drive that I run, where your contributions directly aid me to afford doing this as a business. Perfect example, I need to buy this hard drive now, so anything you pledge to Patreon is going to help me directly with that effort to get a new hard drive, all right? But the cool thing about Patreon is you earn perks for your contributions. For example, right now, this month, it's going to be the Patron's Choice event, all right? If you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon this month, all right, you're going to be nominating and then voting on games in the month of May that is eventually going to become a full playthrough of mine right here on stream and on YouTube. Previous games that have been chosen during this event are games such as Super Mario Sunshine, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Persona 4, various Yakuza games, among many others. There have been many, many games over the years that have been Patron's Choice playthroughs that have been very successful, okay? So all that being said, please consider pledging this month. Not only will you help me with this stupid hard drive issue, but you're going to get in on the Patron's Choice event where you'll be able to mold a game playthrough that I'm going to be doing. You'll have unprecedented amount of control over a game thousands of people are going to watch me play. All right? So please contribute if you can. Some other cool perks that you can get for contributing are getting text or verbal shout-out thank yous in my videos, getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which happens this Thursday. So a bunch of people will be getting their questions answered because they are ongoing patrons of mine, or even getting a private Q&A video made. For all the details, check it out, patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. In addition, there's my Teespring shop at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming, where you can buy all kinds of fun merchandise, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, great quality stuff. I can attest to it because I own a bunch of it. I drink out of the mug every single day. Anything you buy off my Teespring shop, I get a commission for, and it helps me out. So again, another way to help me out with this hard drive situation, and then maybe buy a piece of merch or two. All right? So thanks to anyone who has bought from my Teespring in the past. This is my 10th anniversary as a content creator, and there will be some 10th anniversary merchandise coming out this fall. But for now, some of the awesome designs that are up there, give it a look. And thanks to anyone who buys anything. All right. Okay. Number 3, last but not least, guys. If you're here and if you are live on the stream and you would like to help me out, All right. Well, maybe you're excited. Maybe there's something fun going on in the game, and you want to get a shout out. Or maybe you have a burning question, or maybe you have a funny comment. Maybe you just want to get in on the action, right? Get some attention on the stream. Well, if you either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel or tip me during today's stream, you will get a verbal shout out during the stream. Now, there's some criteria. Number one, please be concise. The shorter, the better. Don't be long-winded. If you're long-winded, sadly, I'm probably not going to give you a shout-out because I'm not going to read 14 sentences and derail the entire stream. In addition, please keep it on topic. Please keep it positive. Don't tell me insults to me or other people. Don't tell me other people have insulted me. Oh, this YouTuber made an insulting video about you, Phil. I don't care. I really don't. Please don't derail the chat with religious and political ideologies and questions. We don't need any of that. This is a gameplay stream where things are positive and fun. We want to keep it that way, so please keep it on topic, all right? Is at my discretion always whether or not I give you a shout-out for your contributions. However, 95% of the time, I would say, things go swimmingly, people get it, and we have a good time here with the shout-outs, all right? Now, if you'd like a visual representation of your shout-out as well, all right, please consider either cheering 50 bits or more, or subscribing to the channel and waiting a few minutes, and then a share button will pop up. You can click that share button, or tipping me $5 or more, because if you do any of those three things, then you'll get an on-screen animation for your contribution as well. So it's a way to get visual and verbal recognition for any contributions you may give today. And thank you to Popsicolo, longtime viewer, fan, and chat moderator, who designed these animations for us to make the streams better. All right. All that being said, guys, two more quick things, and then we'll get started with shout-outs. Number one, this month, we are doing a subscriptions drive. No surprise, we do this every month. Trying to hit 475 subs. We were up to 450 at one point, but sadly it did drop off the past couple of days. I think we're down to like 449 at this point. Or, excuse me, 439, let's see. 437, yeah, we're down to 437, guys. Is it impossible to get enough to hit 475 in the next week? No, it's not. But at the same time, it's going to take some rallying from people who realize their subs have expired, and also some people who are enjoying the fun new content. You know, maybe want to get access to some really cool emotes. They want to get the Chat Crown badge, and they want to be so they don't have to watch ads when I run ad breaks, right? So please consider subscribing. If we hit this goal, I'll be doing a funny DSP Tries It video for all of you, featuring some kind of a weird product. It'll be a comedy-oriented video. People really like the one I put out in January, and I'd love to do another one for you guys, okay? All right. And last but not least, guys, if you're wondering how can I tip Phil, he's describing tipping, but I only know about cheering with bits and subbing, which is all done through Twitch here. What is tipping? Well, there's two ways you can tip me, guys. You can either look below my stream where there's a grid of information. Usually there's stuff like a link to my YouTube channel, DSPGaming, a link to my website, thekingofhate.com, and there's even stream rules that are publicly listed there that you should read and understand before the stream starts, okay? But in addition to that, there's also a section there that says tips. It's a picture of me posing with various Pokemon. If you click on it, it'll take you to my tips page where you can either leave an anonymous tip or your name in a message if you'd actually like to get a shout out for that during the course of today's stream, all right? But if you cannot see any of that, information I just described, all right, it's probably because you're on a mobile device, and mobile devices won't display it. So if that's the case, you can just type in at any time, !tip into the stream chat, and that will bring up the tipping command, which will allow the Nightbot moderation bot that we have in place to post up the link. And if you click on it, you can just go directly there, and you can tip me via there as well, all right? Sound good? All right. So, guys, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and do shout-outs for people who have contributed here on the pre-stream. Like I said, I know I'm already running late. Typically, I start by 11:30-ish, and it's already 11:16. I had to turbo through pre-stream here. So, all right. Let's do some shout-outs. Hold on. Let me scroll it down here. All right, so overnight, guys, we had a couple of contributions that I'd like to give credit for. When I was not live streaming, we had a few people who came into the stream and still contributed anyway. Thanks to anyone who keeps me in mind for when I'm not live, but they still, you know, come in to help support, all right? First, it was Golden Colts with a 50-bit cheer, and then it was Kirishiro with a 100-bit cheer, and then King Swaggins actually did an overnight cheer and said, this is new Venom trailer, looks pretty cool. I like the way Venom looks, but I feel like I can't quite wrap my finger around something that is nagging me about it. The movie doesn't look bad, to be honest. If you guys aren't aware, King Swaggins is referencing a brand new Venom trailer that has hit the internet. This trailer actually leaked somewhere, was not supposed to be released yet, but then they decided to fully release it anyway since it had already hit the net somewhere else. Finally, they show what Venom looks like, which they didn't show at all in the first Venom teaser, which everyone got pissed off about. And so now some people are saying the movie looks good. Personally, I don't know. The Sony Marvel movies are very hit or miss. Like, some of the X-Men movies were really good and some were terrible. The Spider-Man movies, in my opinion, the original trilogy was great. The Amazing Trilogy was terrible. I liked Spider-Man Homecoming, though, but guess what? That wasn't made by Sony. See what I mean? So, I don't know how to feel about Venom being made by Sony. I just don't know. But it is what it is. Judge for yourself. The trailer's now live. Go check it out. Okay, so now when the stream started, we had some people contributing. King Swaggins cheered again. He said, if you have to mix it up tomorrow, it would be cool if you did the Detroit demo instead of PUBG. Well, here's the thing. There is a Detroit Become Human demo that has been released, if you guys aren't aware, alright? However, from what I'm to understand, I think it's short. Like, I think it's less than an hour. And as you guys know, my streams are 2 or more hours of gameplay. So for me to do the Detroit demo, I'm basically saying, okay, here's a demo that I'm going to do an incredibly short stream for, and then the stream's over. So what the hell? In addition, guys, I'm already planning on playing Detroit Become Human regardless of the demo. Like, I'm going to be playing this game next month. I love David Cage's games. I love everything Quantic Dream puts out. So I'm very much going to be playing this game in May, no matter what. I'm very interested in this game. So it's like, why do I want to play this demo? What's the point? Oh, there you go. Rexy said, actually, the demo's 15 minutes. Wow. 15 minutes. I don't think I need to play this demo. I don't. I'm already sold on the game, and I'm already going to be playing it in May. So chances are I'm probably not playing the Detroit Become Human demo because it's a waste of time for a game I'm already going to be playing. All right. All right, there you go. All right, shout out to Eternal Napalm, who resubbed for the 3rd month in a row. He said, Phil, I hope you're having a good one. God of War is amazing so far, and I hope that you are having a blast. Well, indeed. I will tell you this, guys, and I actually said this on Twitter last night. The game actually is growing on me more the more I play it. At first, I thought it was too easy. Then I thought it was too based on the axe. But then I unlocked more abilities, and now the combat is very well varied. Like, very well, a lot of variety. Let's put it that way. A lot of variety in it. And I'm really enjoying the gameplay and the combat. But the open world exploration, the puzzles, the world design, the graphics, everything, the story, it's been really, really, really fucking good. I'm starting to see why reviewers kiss the game's butt so much. Now, I have had a few funny things happen to me. For example, sometimes the enemies are just absolutely ridiculous. Like, why are there overpowered level 6 enemies in an area where I'm level 2? And they insta-kill you. It's pretty ridiculous. Or, yesterday I had a really bad bug where I was in a boss fight, and the game put me into a sequence where it looks like I should have been revived, but Atreus was being grabbed by one of the enemies, and therefore it went into a revive animation even though it shouldn't have, and it glitched the game out completely, where Kratos was stuck moving in slow motion, was completely invincible, but I couldn't use him at all. Like, he was completely frozen in place. So I had to restart from a checkpoint. It was completely busted. Oh, by the way, and then when I restarted that boss fight, I couldn't revive. Even though I had a revive item in my inventory, the game refused to let me revive during the boss fight. So that boss fight apparently is all glitched out and bugged out. It was a fun boss fight, but it just sucks that there were so many glitches involved in that fight. But outside of that, I'm really loving the game, which is why, as I said, I want to continue playing it this week. I want to play it tomorrow. I want to play it Friday. You know, I wanted to make this entire week about progress in God of War and focusing on God of War. I really felt that was the way to go. But, you know, I have to do what's smart. This is both my hobby and my business. So if things do start to slow down with God of War, if the streams don't remain being like yesterday's stream was great. Plus, the videos on YouTube were great. So if I can keep it like that, I mean, no worries. But my worry is now I have a day now where the stream's going to be slow as hell, just like it was Friday and Friday and Sunday, which were terrible streaming days. And then the YouTube views will slow down too, because now we're getting into, like, you know, okay, most people are at like part 30, 40, 50, and they start to slow down watching, right? I'm nervous. I am. Admittedly, I'm nervous that I'm not going to be able to keep playing the game I want to play because I have to worry about business. And it sucks, but it's just reality. You know, I'm an adult. I got to do what's right. I'm not one of these big streamers that's bringing in ridiculous amounts of views and profit, and I can do whatever I want. You know, I was that. I was that for a while. From the years of 2011 through, say, 2014, I made enough that I was able to just do whatever the hell I wanted. I didn't have to listen to anyone. I just played whatever I wanted. Those days, sadly, are gone. I have to cater to what my audience wants. And if people are telling me we're now tired, all right, we're tired of stupid, you know, God of War, and we want something different, go back to Bloodborne or whatever, then I have to do it. All right? I just have to do it. But we'll see what happens. All right? We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. I'm hoping things stay positive because I want to keep playing the game this week. All right? All right, Eternal Napalm also cheered 50 bits and said, I'm calling it now. God of War will end up having one meaty expansion. Uncharted 4, Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Infamous all had one strong expansion with their titles, and it seems that that is a model that Sony likes. And you know what? Eternal Napalm, if that's the case, I'm totally cool with it. I'm 100% cool with it. If that is the case and they have one major DLC and it's worth it and it's meaty and it has lots of content, story expansion, new abilities, right? As long as it's not just, oh, a new challenge world where all you do is repetitive combat for absolutely no damned reason. You know, if it's more, okay, here's additional story and added in side content and added in, you know, fun exploration with the other combat as well, then I'm down for it, you know? I just hope that it's not like tacked on. Like, for example, that I still burns me to this day. Batman Arkham Knight, all right? Great game, but the DLC Season Pass was a piece of shit. There were only 2 expansions in the Season Pass worth playing, and each one could have been beaten within a couple of hours, all right? If you remember, there was the theme park with the Joker, and then there was there were 2 expansions. I forget what the other expansion was. But then there was a ton of garbage shovelware content. Ooh, a new driving challenge map. Wow, I really fucking care about that. 100 stupid skins for Batman in a game you've already beaten, so why do you need the skins, right? That Season Pass was duty. Alright, and I'm still angry about it because I bought it and I got gypped basically. If I just bought the 2 pieces of content I wanted to play, I probably would have spent like 20 bucks. Instead, I paid like 40 for that Season Pass, got completely destroyed and burnt on it. So, I guess we'll see what happens in regards to God of War. Can they do a worthwhile, meaningful DLC? I hope so. And if they do, more than likely I will check it out. However, I don't know. I'm only about a third into the game right now, so I can't even say, oh, you know, well, is it worthy of a DLC or whatever? But I agree with you. These games don't need 2, 3, 4 fucking DLCs. Give them one meaty good one and everyone will buy it. Forget the Season Pass bullshit. Okay. Shout out to Pack of Wild Chimps, who asked, will we ever get a cooking with the cat? It'd be great. No plans on doing it anytime soon. No plans, because the bottom line is I had it set up as a goal, and I said we'll do it as a goal, and really no one cared. No one really cared or contributed to the goal to get the cooking show going. So what that tells me is even though there's a small group of people who are vocal about it, really my mainstream audience doesn't want to see it. And considering the amount of time and effort it would take to do this cooking show, because for example, when Kat makes a new meal, it usually takes an hour of prep and then cooking. So you're talking about me being there with the camera while she's doing that, when in reality, when she's usually doing that stuff, I'm streaming. So you're talking us going out of our way to figure out a way to finagle our schedule so I can film her cooking, all right, to do a new cooking series. And the bottom line is I'm not going to make any money on it, because on YouTube, I make no money on my vlogging anymore. Almost all the videos get demonetized, and the few that don't, I really don't make much or any money on it all. Because, you know, advertisement revenue has dropped so badly that there's really no point in me putting time and effort into vlogging anymore. And that's just real talk, guys. That's what YouTube did. They've destroyed their own website and their own business. And it is what it is. So, no, I'm probably not going to be doing a cooking show anytime soon. Unless things change or unless there's a big drive for it. There hasn't been. It's funny because, you know, I was trying to get, you know, a cooking show going. And people claimed that they were motivated and they wanted it, and then no one contributed to get it done, and it didn't happen. And since then, I really haven't heard. Maybe every once in a while someone asks, but it's very rare. Like, I don't get a consistent, oh, we want this, we want this. It just seems to me like, again, there's a small group of people who are vocal and want it, but in general, my general viewership doesn't care. You know, maybe in the past there was. You know, in the past, I was a lot more personal with my stuff. I shared a lot of my stuff with you guys, a lot of my personal life, right? You know, DSP Tries It was crazy frequent. I was always doing vlogging and stuff. Those days are gone, guys. You know, it's a bygone era. Now people just want to see me stream, game, and that's really the only thing that's that makes sense. So that's what I've been doing, all right? All right, and shout out to ISD Captain, who cheered and said, some suggestion is to add more perks to your Patreon to keep things fresh for long-time contributors. Well, ISD Captain, I have had a running dialogue with people for years about what perks would you guys like to see. And I'm not exaggerating here. The vast majority of the time that people come to me and say, I'd like a perk, I say, well, I can't do it. Like, for example, we'll be like advanced access to your videos. Like, if you do a game review, can you release it early for us as patrons and then later on give it to everyone else? No. Because already people have told me that if I do that kind of stuff, which is what a lot of other YouTubers do, by the way, they do exclusive access for just patrons, that they would purposely pledge just to get the exclusive link to the privated video just for patrons, and they would just post it all over the internet so everyone could see it anyway. So therefore, why would anyone pledge to my Patreon for that perk? See what I mean? It's trolls and scumbags who basically have shut down my ability to do fun things with Patreon like most other people do. Oh, do a Q&A show. I already do one. You know, I already do one. That's the thing. A lot of the things that other people do for Patreon, I already do for free. So, you know, it's very tough. And most of the things people suggest, sadly, cannot be done or just don't make sense. There have been a couple things over the years that have been suggested, and I've actually implemented them. All right. But for the most part, there's not much I can do about it. You know, I wish I could refresh Patreon and do a bunch of fun new goals, but sadly, you know, the things that a lot of people suggest just aren't viable for what I do. So, you know, it sucks. I would love to do better things with Patreon, but it really is the assholes who basically have publicly stated we will just ruin Phil. If he tries to do this patron stuff, we'll just expose the information anyway. And that's the reason I can't do that kind of stuff, you know? All right. Shout out to Metal Gear Rex, who cheered. He said it sucks that KO Gaming backlist on YouTube. Yeah, KO Gaming's dead, man. KO Gaming was a great experiment in 2016, and I loved doing it. I took a lot of time out to put out the videos on KO Gaming, and it paid off because some of the videos went viral. You know, even the videos that didn't go viral, I was getting 20 to 30,000 views on a review of a game. Whether it was positive or negative, people really liked the stuff I put out there, and it was making me money. And then YouTube demonetized the entire channel. And that's no exaggeration. YouTube turned on the algorithm and demonetized the entire channel of KO Gaming for no reason. And any video I upload there gets automatically demonetized. So overnight, they made it completely unreasonable and unviable for me to continue any content for the channel and killed the channel. And that was YouTube's decision with their automated algorithm bullshit. So there you go. It sucks. I liked KO Gaming. I did. I really liked it, guys. And it died because of these assholes. It's that simple. Alright, anything else? Well, I guess that's going to be it for shoutouts, guys. Again, I will remind you, today's going to be God of War on this stream, and then later tonight, Yakuza 6. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how stuff goes. If stuff goes well on the stream and stuff goes well on YouTube and we keep it going, alright, then God of War will continue. So if you like God of War, you know what to do. You're here or you're watching on YouTube, whichever it is. You know, keep it up. And we'll play it by ear, and I'll let you guys know, you know, by the end of today or tomorrow how stuff went, and if tomorrow will be more God of War, or if we're gonna end up having to switch over to something else. All right. I would love for it to be God of War, but if it's not, it's not. That's just, you know, that's life, I guess, right? Kind of shrug. What else can you do? Eternal Napalm cheered again. He says, how much must life suck for people who make new accounts on a daily basis just to troll a Twitch channel? Yeah, I know, man. I know, Eternal Napalm. I know. It's sad. It really is sad. There's people who literally have made this channel kind of their hangout, and they don't care about me or my content at all. They're just here to hang out with their buddies and jab and be negative and take pokes. And so then they get banned, and then they complain to get unbanned. And they're like, no, you're not getting unbanned. You were being a dick, and you were violating the rules. So then they make a new name, and they come in, they get banned again. They make another new name, they get banned again. You know? It's the same thing with the people who message people. Oh, this person cheered Phil. I'm gonna whisper them and tell them all nasty things about Phil and insult them for contributing to Phil. boy, do you have to be a no-life. I mean, holy shit. Right? Ridiculous. All right, so last but not least, as we're about to get started, all right, let me do some shout-outs to the leaderboard leaders for the week. We got Mr. Swaggins, who is currently in first place for contributors with bits. Then we've got Dark Maggot, followed by Babyman Gaming and Romero, who are tied for third. All right. Murdoch, shortly right behind him. Then we got Eternal Napalm, Golden Colt, YOLO Dopper, Jay Kramer, Johnny Saurus Rex, and more. All right. So, thank you to those who have contributed so far this week. I do appreciate it. All right. Oh, we got one more cheer from Ornites. He says, apparently when Atreus is stuck in a locked frame animation, you cannot be revived. Also, beware of Air and Kara. They're Valkyries. I'm not sure which you'll find in order, but there are 8 more in total. 8 in total. 8 total Valkyries. All right. I figured there were. Because if you remember, there's, I believe they said there's 7 or 8 of those flames to light. And remember when we went to the grave of the Valkyries or whatever it was, weren't there 8 thrones? So I get the feeling you have to kill all 8 Valkyries, then go back there and, like I said, put their helmets on the seats, and then maybe you get a big reward or something at the end for something like that, right? So there you go. All right, well, shout out to Insomniac Mayhem. I read his name completely wrong. Insomniac Mayhem just did a 1,000-bit cheer and said this is to help with the hard drive. Well, thank you very much, Insomniac Mayhem, for the cheer. Guess what? That just propelled you into second place for the week. So thank you very much for that cheer. Very much appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right, guys. I guess that's it for pre-stream. Let's get started. You know, I went through pre-stream a lot more quickly today than I normally do because I knew I started late and I wanted to jump into God of War. We're going right into side content. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do here. All right. Sounds good. All righty. Thanks, guys. And let's begin. Here we go.